take 2 of reviewing holiday books because my storage was full and I needed to delete old photos and videos. Okay, so the first book I wanted to talk about is All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox. This book is about 2 musicians who are on a show that's kind of similar to like American Idol or The Voice, and they have to basically fake date and pretend they are a couple for ratings on a TV show, but they actually do end up falling in love with each other. Well, the girl isn't really sure if she's in love, but the boy definitely is, so their relationship takes a little bit of time to build up. My favorite character in this book is probably the main girl character's grandmother, because she's really funny, and she also reminds me of both of my grandmothers who have passed away in 2014 and 2021. One discussion question that stood out to me that I wanted to answer is, if you had to write a song for the All I Want for Christmas holiday extravaganza, what would the name of your song be and what would it be about? It would be called Family, and it would be about the importance of family during the holiday season and how as we get older, family is what should be more important as opposed to gifts. There's a quote from season 6, episode 10 of Friends that Monica says about the importance of family at Christmas time that I can't remember off the top of my head. I have it written down somewhere, but I don't have it in front of me. But that quote will probably inspire me to write a song. The next book is called A Winter in New York by Josie Silver. So I recently, Matt and I are planning to go to New York in March, and this book made me really excited for our upcoming trip. This book is set during the holidays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas in New York, and it's kind of like an enemy to lover story, kind of similar to Kissing Kosher, where a girl named Iris is trying to get like a stolen recipe back to the family of a gelato store because her mother passed away, and her mother was really close to, I think, the guy's grandfather. So the mother passes away, and Iris falls in love with the son of the main family who owns the gelato store. His name is Gio, and Gio's family reminds me very much of my own Italian family. Big, they do a lot of stuff together with their family. Like in one scene, they're having like a family game night where they're all playing Monopoly together. And we do that a lot of the time when we're on vacation in the summer at my beach house. One family tradition that Iris had with her mom is to watch movies set in New York City. And what's cool is that in the back of the book, they have a list of movies set in New York City. And actually, quite a few of my favorite movies are on this list. Breakfast at Tiffany's, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Actually, those are the only 2 movies in this list that I have seen, but we're planning to watching a few of the... Oh, Barefoot in the Park. I've been in that play, and I've seen it, too. So, yes, I think we will definitely be renting a couple of these movies from the library, and it also has a recipe for the gelato that is mentioned in the story, which is pretty cool. The next book is called Dragon Springs Road. This book I decided to feature in my list because Chinese New Year is also in January. It's in a couple of weeks, like around January 21st. And I decided to read this book because I like to learn about other cultures. And this is set in 20th century China in like the early 1900s. And It's about a girl named Jiling, and her family, and like the dynamics of the different generations of the family, because it's a multi-generational family. She lives with her grandmother. Her mother disappears or runs away or something, so her family is actually trying to find her mother throughout the story, and I don't want to spoil it in case you want to read it, but this book is really very good. The next book I wanted to mention is Lovelight Farms. I talked about this book already in my top 23 books of 2023 video, so if you want to hear my thoughts on this book, go back and watch that video. Lovelight Farms, I believe, is number 18 on my list of top 23 books. The next book is One Day in December, which is also by Josie Silver. This is the story about a girl who sees a guy outside of the bus window, and it's basically the story about how she tracks this guy down and falls in love with him, and her friend also falls in love with him, and she meets another guy whose name is Oscar, and they end up getting married and divorced, and basically I hate to spoil the ending for those of you who may want to read this book, but they do end up, the main girl and the main guy, Laurie and Jack, they do end up together at the end of the book. It's really a very sweet book, and I gave it a B-. I gave this a B+. Dragon Springs Road, I got a B. A Winter in New York, A-. All I Want for Christmas, A-. And finally, the last holiday book I'm going to be talking about today is The Naughty, the Nice, and the Nanny. This is a holiday novella by Deveney Perry, and it's basically a holiday story about a father who hires a nanny for his young daughter during the holidays, and I'm not very far in this book yet. Well, actually, I'm on page 84. It's pretty good. I would probably give it a B right now, but my rating could change once I finish it. So, yeah, these books are definitely worth to add to your holiday reading list for next December and January. Have a great day, everybody.